So the one question I'm seeing pop up a good little bit is this. Jason, why do y'all not put the horses in with the cows? Hey buddy, yeah. What is going on? How are you doing today? Jason, Big Willie, Reska, Pocket, way back yonder, over here at Cog Hill Farm. Peaches is asleep in the stall right there. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day right off the bat, because I'm sure that you are wanting to know, how's it going with the horses since we moved them? It's fine. Everything's fine. No drama whatsoever. No housewives, a Cog Hill Farm, or anything like that happening. Everything is cool as a cucumber. I will say this though. I will say this. Pocket is really, really independent compared to these two. Now these two, if you see one, chances are you're gonna see the other. No doubt. That's just how they work. But you can see Pocket, she's way down yonder on the other end. She really does not care where these two guys are. I honestly think that she is independent because of her upbringing. You know, she is 20 years old. She lived in town. She had a wonderful family, but she didn't have any really other horses or livestock animals with her. She lived in town in a backyard. She did have a dog at one time that was her best friend. I think that's why she's like she is. I do think she does enjoy the company of these two and Peaches, but she is an independent horse. I can tell you that. And pretty much probably for that reason. These guys have probably always been around other horses. That's why, you know, they get along so well. Now, there were some concerns about Pocket and Peaches. Some thought that we were separating them. We're not. They're all together. Matter of fact, Peaches is in this outside stall right here resting, and that's what she's doing since it's gotten really, really hot, y'all. Peaches is a older pig. She's going to be 10 or 11 this year. I can't remember. I get that confused. We get so many animals, it's hard to keep up with birthdays. But Peaches is either going to be 10 or 11 years old. It's extremely hot, so she is really, really, really not hanging out in the pastures as she does when it's cooler outside. And I can't blame her. I cannot blame her. I mean, can you? I mean, it's terrible out here. So she's staying in the shade, she's staying in the cool, but they're all together, they all get along. There's no static between the horses and Peaches, and the horses, everybody's fine. Yeah, right buddy? And we'll watch that. If anything changes, you know, we'll address it and make the needed changes. Oh, you're looking pretty good. You know it, fella? You're looking really, really good. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You a good boy. You are a good boy. You can tell this fella loves attention, don't he? He really does. He loves attention. Well, he's fixing to go to sleep. Look at him. That feels good, doesn't it? Oh, you're such a sweet boy. Yes, you are. You're such a sweet boy. Goodness. But I do want to answer a question that I've seen pop up a lot since we've gotten the horses. By the way, last night or yesterday was small chance of rain. Next thing we know, we see that we're under a severe thunderstorm warning, and it started thundering and lightning. I tell y'all what. And whew, it came down. I know we got over an inch of rain last night in a very, very short period of time. But it's crazy weather, I tell you. I tell you. Y'all can see the big bovine crews right over there. Chowing down. But speaking of the bovine, the cows, the cattle, one question that I see coming up a lot is, Jason, why do y'all not let the horses in with the cows and they could help keep this huge pasture, you know, keep the grass down, keep it at bay? But you can see our 5 or 4 right now. Little man will get bigger and he'll help too, but right now our 4 cows, and y'all, Moody can put down some food, you can see cannot keep this grass down. As a matter of fact, I believe we're gonna have to bush hog this soon. I really do think that. And absolutely the horses would help, because matter of fact, I've talked about it before, horses generally eat on average over 50% more than a cow does. So they could really come in here and help with this, the grass in this area. But there are issues that need to be addressed before that happens. Issue number 1 is feeding time. What are we gonna do during feeding time? We already have a hard enough time because we're only really feeding Tater and Matilda. And we already having a hard enough time keeping Moody and Mildred at bay while those guys eat. There's so much grass over here that they really don't need any grain whatsoever. And I'm talking about the cows, not the horses. So my fear is, especially with Willie being as food possessive as he is, he don't want anybody near his food now. I don't know exactly what we would do during feeding time. We most definitely would have to separate everybody during feeding time. So that is obstacle number 1. Number 2 is the cattle minerals right here in the protein pail. The horses cannot have the cow minerals and protein pail because the ones we use are specific to cattle. The horses don't need that extra protein, and they don't need the minerals and vitamins that are specific to cattle that are used in these tubs, or the particular tub that we use. So we would definitely have to take this out. This one's almost empty anyway, so I need to get it out, and we need to get another one. So that herein lies that question. Do we get another one, which the cows do benefit from this mineral? It's really good for the cows. Do we take this up and the cows not have it and let the horses be in here with the cows? Or do we just not let the horses over here? So those are the 2 main issues with the horses being in here with the cows. And I guess there is a third option that just dawned on me. We could just close this area off over here. Once everybody's fed, everybody's eaten, we let the horses go out with the cows. Y'all know this is the corral area. We can shut the gate and not allow them over here. Anybody, put a water on the other side where everybody have plenty of water. And then in the evening time, when we, separate everybody again, we can open this up and the cows could have access to it. So that's just some logistics that we have to figure out. But that is the main reasons why we're not allowing the horses over here with the cattle. Feeding time and the cattle minerals and the protein buckets. We can figure that out, then we could definitely let them over here, and they would really help keep this grass down for us. Absolutely. So if you have a suggestion for that, any ideas, I would love to know. Leave a comment down below. Maybe we can figure something out. And it's not the end of the world we don't. We'll just have to bush hog this. Willie may have the looks, but he may not have the brains. It happens every time. So I've opened up this stall over here, right there, so they can come on this side or that side. Don't matter, wherever they want to go. Pocket and Reska go back and forth all the time. Willie hadn't quite figured it out yet. Y'all know just a few minutes ago, Reska was over there. Look at this. Reska's over here. Willie tried to follow her, but then he got over here and was like, how'd she do that? She's one of them jumping horses. I bet she cleared that fence. That ain't what she do, Willie. She went through the gates, brother. Come on. It looks like he wants to come over here. Come on. Oh, Willis. What you talking about, Willis? Come on, brother. Go this way. Look here. You go this way. Look. Come on. You come through here. All right, I just heard Pocket neighing. Watch her. I bet Pocket will come through here. She'll come through here like it's nothing. Here she comes. Look. Watch this. There's Willie. Here comes Pocket. Come on. There you go. There you go, sir. Now you have it. Now you're over here with everybody. Yeah, much better. Hey, and y'all know good as well as I do, Brooke's not gonna fuss about having to get on the big orange with her new bonnet and have to bush hog. She'd probably rather that happen than not, you know what I mean? And y'all can see the boss lady's coming back in the stall. She got that fan that comes down or blows down on her. Peaches, it's too hot. It's too hot. Opie. I think Opie is very interested in the horses. What you think, brother? I don't know where your partner in crime is. Huh? Where's your other half? Oh, here he is. He's in the shade. Look at there. I don't blame him. I don't blame him, but your curiosity's got the better of you, don't it? You like the horses, don't you? They run, don't they? They can run faster than you, I believe. Yeah. Can run faster than you. Hey guys, I got a quick question. I think we need to install that second cattle curtain, don't y'all? Yeah, we're gonna go and do that. Can I get a fist bump? Thanks, buddy. We're gonna go and do that, right, Red? Yeah, we're gonna go and do that. Let's go install it. Let's get it done. Oh, let's see what I gotta do here. The mockingbird's fighting over there now. All right, I know we gotta take this one down. It is empty. Completely empty. And I got the help of Jesse over here, who's turning out to be a very, very good supervisor, I might add. Really good supervisor. Just a quick recap on the story. You know, we were having fly issues here. I started searching for products that would help benefit us because of the difference in sizes in cows we got. We got extra small, small, medium, large, and extra large here now. And, you know, I just could not find anything that would work on all of our cattle until I ran across this cattle curtain. And I thought, this looks like it would work. So I ordered it, got it here, hung it up, and y'all, it's been working ever since. Now, since then, the owner of Cattle Company has seen our video, was so appreciative of our video that he sent me another one because he thought we needed two to go across here. And I certainly appreciate that so much. I can see my supervisor has officially left. All right, got them both up. They're level. They're ready to roll. All I gotta do is put the liquid in there. And if you guys remember, when I got that other one, it had a rattle in it, and I couldn't figure out why. It's really basic. I thought it may have been a piece of the PVC left over from when they drilled it out. But the owner reached out to me and said, that's probably not the case. If you notice these ropes that come with it, it has a little pin or a nail through here that's glued in place, and that's what holds it in place and keeps it from falling out. Well, he said more than likely in shipping, this came out, and that's what you're hearing rattling. So he sent me a replacement kit, and I tugged on all of them, and only one came out. So that's only one nail that's in there. So I'm gonna put this one back up, or put this new one in there and get that fixed so it won't fall out. Luckily, it didn't fall out. Thank goodness. I wouldn't hurt anything if it did, except all my stuff would have poured out. Thankfully, it didn't happen. But yeah, let's get this installed here and get this filled up with the fly treatment. And here we go, it caught. Perfect. I know some may be wondering, why is the new one, why are the ropes shorter on the new one versus the old one? And you can really see it right here. You can see when I installed that new one just in, how much shorter it is. But I can physically look and see the size difference in the ropes. And what's happening is these were all packed up. These have been saturated with the mineral oil, been out here in the sun, and they just kind of relaxed. They're just, I don't blame them either. It's too hot to be all tensed up. So they just kind of relaxed, and probably in a few days or a week or so, these are going to relax too and be just like the other ones. I love this thing. It just works out perfectly for us. Let's get them filled up. All right, so this is how we mix up, or at least this is what we do here on the farm when we're mixing up the solution for the cattle curtain. You need something thick. They recommend mineral oil. There's several different things you can use. They got it on the instructions, but we're using a 90 weight mineral oil, and you can get that at Tractor Supply. Now we like Ultra Boss. We've had good results with Ultra Boss, and it will also help not only with flies, biting flies, horse flies, all those types of flies, but ticks, which can be dangerous to your herd depending on where you live, fleas, mites, lice. That's why we like Ultra Boss. And you got to have the mineral oil because you need something thick in the cattle curtain to keep everything from just draining all out. And that's what the mineral oil does. And also it gets it on the cattle and stays on the cattle better. And you really can't even tell, honestly, when they walk under it. It's not like they got oily streaks on them or anything. Some of y'all have asked, will this work on horses? It doesn't say that on Cattle Curtain's website that I've seen. On the box and everything, it says cattle for sure. And then it says goats, pigs, but nowhere does it say horses. Now it does say other livestock, but horses are so popular that I feel like if it could be used for horses, it would say that front and center. All right, so this is 100. Shake it up real good. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. You know what to do. I will say this. It does take a little bit to fill them up. That 90 weight mineral oil is thick, and it just takes a while. Now I have seen some people take a battery powered transfer pump and use it, and they claim that works great. Glad I came back up here because I left my level. Slow and steady wins the race. And that's what this is, slow and steady. I do know, since it's officially short weather, I know that my white legs have had, some of y'all have to change your contrast on your TV or go get a welding helmet. But, my legs hadn't seen oxygen in quite some time, probably since last summer. And, it's just gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit. You can put your welding helmet up or your eclipse glasses up in a couple of weeks. They won't be so harsh. Well, there we go. Cattle curtain number 2 up. So our cows should be fully, I don't want to say protected because they're not protected. You're gonna have flies. But this really does help out a good bit, or at least it has for us, I can tell y'all that. And it will take a little bit for the ropes to get completely saturated and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm happy about this. And I know the cows are. It has been a huge difference here on our farm. And again, we're not sponsored by this company. He did end up gifting me one because I did show it in a video. But listen, he ain't paying me no money or anything like that. Even if he hadn't gifted me that one, we'd still have that one up here. I was gonna buy a second one. I like the product, I love the product. We're not the type to go out soliciting products and whoever gives us something, just throw mud at a wall and see what sticks. It's just not the type of folks we are. If we see something we think is gonna work, we'll get it. Now, if the company wants to come back and, help out with us or anything like that, that's a different story. But I'm loving the cattle curtain. And so there's no promo codes, there's no anything like that, no discount codes. I don't get any type of kickback if you buy one or anything like that. So if you are interested in one, just go to the website, cattle, I think it's cattlecurtain.com. Just Google cattle curtain, it'll come up, promise you. And if you were to get one and there's some way you can mention us, you know, Jason from Cog Hill sent me over here, whatever. And if you don't, it's no big deal. But I would like for him to know that we do like his product, and we're over here praising his little invention here, because this is simple but awesome. I can tell you that. And you know, it makes people feel good when they know somebody's supporting them, especially a little small business. Hey Willie. Well, if we were to let you in over here, you'd act right, wouldn't you? I know you would. I know you'd act right. I know Reska would. I don't know about Pocket, though. Pocket might be a good cutting horse. She may be over here rounding cows up and stuff. You never know about her. But she is a firecracker now. What are you doing, Aunt Jessie? Come here and see me, girl. Come here and see me. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Gorgeous. Oh, what you been doing? Rolling around in the dirt? Hmm? Been rolling around in the dirt? Hmm? Oh, you're so beautiful. Yes, you are. Hey, when it cools off a little bit, we'll get you ball. How about that? Hmm? That work? Hmm? That work, baby? Hmm? Yeah. Love you, girl. All right, so here I am in the new shop slash barn, horse stall. It's not a horse barn. It'll be more of a horse covered, a horse stall area, more so than a barn. And, you know, I told y'all what had happened, and that we had this extra concrete poured that we wasn't anticipating. And I kind of didn't know what to do with that space. And I tell you, I got a lot of messages and emails from you guys. And a lot of people said, definitely make your shop bigger. Make your shop space bigger. You know, and this is not only going to be a, you know, I think a shop. I was thinking about working on my cars and doing maintenance and stuff like that, but also woodworking. You know, right now we really don't have a place for my table saw and router and miter saws and all that kind of good stuff. And I was going to put that in here, but you know, extending this on out, that could be a really designated area for Brooke and myself to do projects with when we're building stuff and that kind of thing. We're not going outside, and you know, we would actually be in the shade. So that is one option that I'm really leaning towards. Another one I saw a lot of was we could use it to store hay in. And I don't think it's quite large enough, but you can see the side-by-side right there. And then also that there will be a wall right through here, leaving only 24 foot right there. And it's 12 foot wide, but that's outside to outside. If I could squeeze them in side by side, and I don't think I can. I think it's going to be, I don't think I can get 2 round bales in here side by side. I just don't. But if I could get 2 round bales in here, I'm thinking 6 at the most is what we could put in there, I think. I don't think we can end up getting that many. I think once it's all said and done, we could possibly get 3 or 4 in there, which really wouldn't be great storage. It would be some storage, but not great storage. Plus the ceiling's gonna be, you know, a little bit, and it's gonna slant down. So it's gonna be a little bit shorter than what you're seeing. The poles, and it's kind of giving a visual effect that this is a really monstrous room, and it's not. All this is gonna be cut off and drop down and that kind of thing. So this area is not quite as big as it looks right now while it's wide open and everything. It will be a lot smaller. So I don't think hay would be a great use of this area. I really didn't see many people say kind of leave it open, leave it as is, just a covered lean-to where we could put stuff in here. I could park the side-by-side under here and all that kind of good thing. I saw some, but that was probably the least suggestion of any. But to me, this is almost a waste. And you're thinking, Jason, why is it the waste? You're parking your side-by-side there. Well, I was going to park something over here anyways, because this was going to be gravel You know, we're going to put gravel all the way over here. This was always going to be a covered area, and it's just now covered with concrete. So it wouldn't matter if the side-by-side was over here or the zero turn or whatever. Just almost like a waste of concrete almost. You know, it don't really need to be concrete to park anything over there. So I feel like if Brant's price is right and it's affordable in our budget, then I think extending the shop on out is going to serve us better. You know, we could always do this much later down the road if we decide to. We could always put a roll-up door right here, right in there, like a garage door, roll-up door. And if I found out my great uncle's aunt's cousin's nephew, twice removed sister-in-law, had a Smokey and a Bandit Firebird and it got passed down to me, I could have somewhere to park it, like right here. You know, you never know. The possibilities are endless. Well, I certainly appreciate you hanging out with us today. Hope you have a beautiful, beautiful, and glorious day today. Matter of fact, I hope it's the best day ever. Remember, we're going to be off next week. We're just going to take us a little break off YouTube, but we'll be back the following week. So in the meantime, if you get bored and you start missing us, go back and watch some of the old videos. We certainly would appreciate it. In the meantime, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be good.